Hi everyone. I wanted to share with you something I saw last year and I thought that I would try to do in this year, these little Christmas gnomes. I will be showing you what I need and how I put them together. If you have any questions, leave those down below. I'd love to hear from you. And they are just so adorable and so easy to make.
Okay, and these are the things you're going to need for the gnome. You're going to need 3 socks. Uh, First of all, you're going to need a white one, and you can get these, I think, at the Dollar Tree or Dollar Store. I just picked these up at Walmart because it's going to cost me just that much more in gas to go where I can get to a Dollar Tree. So anyways, you're going to need a white sock, and then you want to have some sock. And I just got these little, they were like 3 pairs for like $4, these little anklet socks, and this will be enough to cover the body of the gnome. And then you're going to want something that's a little bit more decorative, or you could use just plain ones, but something, I found these real stretchy fuzzy socks for the hat. Okay, and then you're going to need a a cone, and so I have some of these styrofoam. Got this at Walmart. It was like $3 or $4. Which actually you can. I've done this to where you can cut this in half and make two out of this. It's just one hat is going to be kind of a thicker hat, but anyways, then you're going to need some rubber bands, and I've got these clear rubber bands. They're just the head for little girls' ponytails. And let me see. You're going to need some, and I don't know what I did with it. Some like twine or a needlepoint thread, and I have some around here, but anyways, it's white. And what you're going to use that for is, besides rubber band, if you're going to keep it for some time, you'll want to reinforce that with tying some of the, here it is, the needlepoint thread. So I got some of that in white. This will last quite a bit because you don't need much. You're going to need some poly pellets, and I picked this up at Hobby Lobby. It was $30 for this bag, but actually what you could do if you don't want to go get these, you could actually use rice. The only thing is you're going to want to probably put those in your oven and cook them on a low, bake them on a low temp, like 300 for about 15 minutes, just because some people are worried about the weebles. So, but I thought about beans, but beans would make it too lumpy. So you want the body to be like real smooth. So, I'm got this, and you can make quite a few out of this bag. And actually I used my 40% off coupon for that. So, and then I picked up some of this white, like a furry material, and I'm going to use that for my whiskers on my beard or mustache. And then you'll need hot glue and some scissors. Okay, and another thing I forgot to mention, I have some things to decorate my gnomes with, and these are just some Christmas decorations that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. They were like $4, but of course they were 50% off because they were Christmas. And so, and then I already had some little Christmas buttons that I could also use too for decorations. So, but I'll show you that when we get to that point. First thing you do, you're going to want to take your sock, and I found the easiest way to do this, because you're going to want to fill the sock up. And so I just have this little plastic cup, and I started to where I poured it straight into the sock, but it gets a little bit out of like control. So this way I can control it better. And I'm just going to start filling this sock up. And I probably fill this cup up like 3 times. So fill it up. And then I'll kind of bounce it so it's kind of getting full towards the bottom. And give me another cup. Okay. I should have brought my measuring cup from the house down here. But see, it's kind of getting full, but it's kind of elongated. So I just bounce it up and down and squish it, and it starts making that ball down here at the bottom. I'm going to do one more cup. Or even a funnel would probably have been a good idea too. Okay. It just depends on how big you want the body to be. So I'm going to just kind of pounce it down and then just kind of squish it so it'll kind of end up being down here at the bottom. And then you can reshape the body. Okay. And once I get it to the size, I think I'm going to add a little bit more. So it'll probably be about a total of about 3 cups by the time I get all this in here. Oh, shoot. Well, there we go. I'll have a mess to clean up here in a minute. Let me get these out of the way. My husband's like, he thought I was crazy, but I really thought these were super cute. I saw these last year somewhere, and so I thought I would make these. So anyways, so I got it kind of squashed down. Okay, so that's gonna be my body. Okay, and then what I want to do, I want to cut off some of this excess. So it's about right at the heel. I'm going to go ahead and just cut it. I may cut it shorter once I get it. Once I get it to where I want it. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is take a rubber band. And secure it. The good thing is about those pellets is that you can you can kind of maneuver them around for your shaping of the body. Okay, so I did that, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie my string, or my little thread on here. Just for good measures. Okay, and then cut that off, the excess. Okay, now what we're going to do is, this is a sock that I chose for the body, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this inside here. And I thought about like just using the one sock, but I just felt this was more secure because I plan on keeping this, year after year for a while. So hopefully they'll last I'm going to go ahead and put this inside here. Whoops. Make sure those toes are going to be underneath. Okay. And then kind of squish it down again. I'm going to go ahead and put another rubber band around this. Oops, I got 2 of them. Okay. Got a ladybug in here. I'm really excited about decorating for Christmas. I figure right after Halloween, it's time. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and cut some more of this off because I just don't want that much bulk here, because I'm going to be kind of fitting this into the top of my cone, and I just don't want a lot of mass. You just want to make sure you don't cut it below that string that you have inside, because you don't want to have that open up. Okay, so there we go. So we just got a little thing right there. Okay, now the next thing we want to do is we want to take our cone, and I'm going to cut this in half, and I just have a regular kitchen knife, and do it about halfway down. There we go. And like I said, you could use this if you're going to maybe, actually I could use it on this one. Yeah, because I may use that for a smaller one. I'm going to go ahead and use this one. And what I want to do is I want to cut out and kind of make a like a divot in the bottom of this. So the way I did that is I just took my knife Okay, let me do this and then I'll come back and show you what I did. Okay, so I have this done where I've cut out a center piece here, and I still have about a half an inch all the way around on this big one. Now on this smaller one, you're probably not, you might have like a quarter of an inch or something all the way around, but you just want to have enough to fit over the top of your ball. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your body, okay, and on one side you want to kind of about an inch down, you want to kind of pinch up a little ball of it, of those pellets. Okay, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to take my rubber band and put it around that little ball. Well, I wanted to make kind of a bigger nose on this one. Okay. All right. So there's my nose. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a mustache / beard. And I'm going to take some of my fuzzy material. Now, I bought a big piece out of the material, the fabric section, but they also, back in the crafts, they have, which I wish I would have seen, but they have like little small pieces of this that you can buy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out a section, and the way I did this is I kind of smooth down my, so it lays the way it's supposed to. And I'm going to cut off probably like, I would say about 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches. Let me go ahead and do this so I'm not wasting any. Kind of split it. Okay. And then I'm going to cut about 4 inches across. Okay. That's all you need, so I really didn't need all that. And then what I'm going to do is, see on the back here, I'm going to fold this in half. Well, I'm going to cut this little corner off. I don't need that on there. Okay. Now I'm going to fold this in half and just cut out a little notch right here. Okay. Now I'm just going to take some, well, I've just got some tacky glue here, and what I'm going to do, take all this little extra furry stuff, and see, it'll fit right around that nose. Okay, so I'm just going to put glue right around this little notch area. Okay. And then put that up around the nose. These are so easy to make. Okay. And of course, once I get this all together, I'll let that sit and it'll dry overnight. So I have that, and then I'm going to take my styrofoam piece and put my sock over that. And what I do right here, I just kind of pull it down to the very edge of the cone. But I still want the, most of the cone to be showing so I can glue that. And then I'll work the hat once I get this on. And, okay, let me get this on a little higher around his nose. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put a pin in that for right now, just so it doesn't move around while I'm working on it. I just put a couple little T-pins, and I'll pull those out. Okay, then I'm going to find the side how I want it to sit, and I'll have it like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hot glue. I've got heated up over here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and put, I made this kind of deep, and so I won't probably need to put glue down in there because I don't think it'll reach the top of the head, but I do need a glue stick. Whoops. Well, not quite yet. Okay. And then put it around the edge of my styrofoam. Put quite a bit. Whoops, I need some more glue. Okay. Well, I want it. Get my glue. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. I'm trying not to get any on the sock just yet. Put a little bit on the inside. Okay. And then I'm going to set it down this way. Okay. That's it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put around the edges, put a little bit more of the hot glue and bring my sock down a little bit further so it kind of meets up with the head. Okay. And then I pull the sock down so it'll catch onto that hot glue. Do that a little bit over here. Okay, and I'm going to do it all the way around. So it looks like it's sitting on the head. Do it over here. I'll have to get all my little crumbs off. Okay. And just pull the sock down so it hits that glue. Okay. Okay. Now, then you can, once you get to this point, there's my little gnome. So cute. Then you can kind of mess with the hat, however, if you want it kind of leaning off to the side or if you want it straight up. And so I just kind of like to do a little bit like that. And then what I have been doing is I take some of my Christmas decorations and I'll decorate his hat a little bit. So for him, see, he doesn't have much green, so I'm going to give him something with some green. So I think I will give him some of this holly. And what I'll do is I'll just put it on his hat. Or you can decorate it with anything. You could put like a button. You could do anything you wanted to. But I'm going to do this holly. And just hot glue that on there. Okay, just to decorate him a little. Fix his beard. And I'll take those pins out after that dries a little bit. But there is my gnome. My little Christmas gnome. Okay, and all right, and got a couple more here. There's another one, a smaller one. And this one I made for my daughter who likes cats. His hat's got a little cat, and the cat's got a little bit of a holly berry on it, and so does his hat. So anyways, that's my gnomes. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any questions, just let me know. And I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Y'all are so sweet, and it means so much to me. It's just amazing that people watch my videos, but I love doing it, and I love sharing what I'm doing, and it just means a lot that people actually watch and they even subscribe. It's crazy, and I love it. Thank you. Y'all are great. Happy holidays.